For the past 8 years, Minnesota has had a governor who has worked to roll back reproductive rights. During his tenure, Governor Pawlenty has been a loyal ally to socially conservative groups, towing the line and pushing the agenda for organizations such as Minnesota Citizens Concerned for Life and the Minnesota Family Council. He helped ensure that the MCCL's pet programs and crisis pregnancy centers were funded under the Positive Alternatives Law. He threatened a veto in order to have sex education stripped from the Education Omnibus Bill. And he also signed the onerous Women's Right to Know law, creating additional hurdles for women seeking abortion. Now that Governor Pawlenty is shifting his attention to running for president, we have an opportunity to change our course and stop the backsliding of women's reproductive rights. Or we could continue down the same path paved by Governor Pawlenty. The Republican candidate for governor, Representative Tom Emmer, is perhaps even more anti-choice than Governor Pawlenty. During his career, he has voted numerous times against sex education and family planning services, and he sponsored legislation to allow pharmacists to be able to refuse to fill birth control and other legal prescriptions. Last year, he was one of 5 legislators who voted against banning BPA, a harmful reproductive toxin, from children's products. Speaker Margaret Anderson Kelliher, the Planned Parenthood Action Fund endorsed candidate, has worked hard to combat anti-choice bills while at the same time working toward proactive steps to improve women's health. Kelliher was the lead author of the Reproductive Privacy Act, a bill that would codify the protections outlined in Roe v. Wade. As Speaker, she appointed pro-choice chairs to key committees and helped defeat countless floor amendments. And she's voted nearly 100 times to preserve women's reproductive rights. So, what will it be? Will we elect Tom Emmer, a Tim Pawlenty clone who has already proved that he is all too eager to roll back women's rights? Or will we elect Margaret Anderson Kelliher to be our first female governor, who will make sure that we will pass proactive policies that improve the health and lives of Minnesotans? Without their pal Pawlenty in the picture, the conservative movement is rallying around electing yet another social conservative who will toe their line, and they're using huge amounts of corporate dollars to do it. But Planned Parenthood Minnesota Action Fund is committed to making sure that our next governor is a voice of reason and is an advocate for the health and lives of women in our state. Go to prochoicegov.mn and make a contribution today to help us elect Margaret Anderson Kelliher to be the pro-choice, pro-woman governor of Minnesota.